when you guys are writing your songs, what's your inspiration? How do the songs come to you? What do you do? What's your muse when you write songs?
Australia.
Waltzing Matilda? No. It's weird that, for me, lyrics always come last. Well, most of the time anyways. Probably 95% of the time the lyrics come last. So, I mean, obviously a melody comes first, and then the lyrics come last. And so it gives you a little bit of time. It sometimes will take a couple of years. You'll have all these old ideas, you're like, oh, I forgot about that one. Then these lyrics, you just start working on lyrics, and you go by what you hear while you're on the road. For our first record, Letters to the President, we had 19 years under our belt without having any... We didn't know what to write about. We just had 19 years worth of songs that we could just put on a CD, and they're just kind of fun songs. They didn't have really much of a message at all. I mean, except for a few. But that's the thing, we were 19 years old, we were just kids, and we were just loving life, living life loud, and making beautiful memories, which are all good things. But then, as we started making this and turning this into a career, you start realizing that originally, as you start as a band, you just want to play music because that was all of our dreams. But at the same time, you have an opportunity to impact lives, which is an awesome responsibility I'm so proud to have. So having that responsibility, you hear stories from kids, what they're dealing with. You know, kids in the church, their parents are getting divorced, their friends in high school are killing themselves, and they have no answer, you know. And luckily, well, as sad as it is, we've all dealt with some of those situations, so we can kind of have first-hand experience on what happens when a dear friend of yours kills himself. How are they going to handle that? I was in that situation when I was in high school, and it kind of gives inspiration to help these kids, give them something to hold on to, letting them know that there is hope, and that's the ultimate task, I suppose.
Is there one story of a fan who's been impacted by you guys? Like, you got HawkNelson.com, you're on Facebook, you're on Twitter. People come up to you after shows. I'm sure you must hear stories. Is there one story that stands out of a kid who's really been impacted and changed by your music ministry?
Nicholas?
So many.
Remember Nicholas?
Yeah.
There's so many. It's just like, it's not that any or two are the same, but it's...
How do you choose one?
Tell us about Nicholas.
Yeah, Nicholas was pretty cool. It was this. Do you remember? He was. How old is he? 5 or 6?
He was 6.
6. He was 6, and is he in Sacramento? He was in. He was in Sacramento, and we did a show on a tour called Revolve, which was like directed towards like teen girls. And he, he came out to one of these shows. I guess he had listened to our music, and he wanted to play drums, but he was really, really sick with. Do you remember what he had? Like 5 or 6 really serious diseases, and he, you could tell he just for a 6-year-old kid, he had it pretty rough. Yeah, and we just got to hang out with him and meet him, and he was a cool kid. And we actually brought him out on stage during Hello, and Justin let him sit down on the kit.
Such a good guy right here.
He showed me up. It was pretty embarrassing.
I'm telling you, like, I about choked up. It was, this 6-year-old kid just getting to experience something that, that he dreamed about, and
that's what it's all about, Changing people's lives.
I remember he came over to Jason and you asked him to sing a song, and he started singing "You Are My Sunshine."
Oh,
this guy burst into tears.
Oh, yeah.
It was an emotional moment for sure.
So if any of you want to come on stage tonight, just come on.
It's gonna be a party.
I think in honour of Nicholas, we need to hear a version of "You Are My Sunshine" from the 4 Boys. Who wants to hear that?
I'm nervous. Hey? What? Oh, you're allowed to be.
That's Rachel.
give us the key,
Oh,
Jay.
yeah.
Give us the key.
You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please Please don't take my sunshine away. Oh, Matt, that's just like you. He's a rascal.
That's going to be the next single. Yeah? You heard it first at Easter Fest. All right. Okay, we've got some random questions from some of the media guys here. Who do you think would win a football match between Hawk Nelson and the Newsboys?
Oh, that's cool.
Are we talking, what kind of football are we talking? There's like 19 different versions of football apparently, so I've learned.
Okay, Australian rules football.
Oh, we would totally get...
We'd wreck them.
See, they'd play by the rules and we wouldn't, so I think we would win.
You know, there's a lot of different versions of football. There's also a few different versions of Newsboys.
That also is true.
1998, Newsboys 2010.
Yeah, actually, the Newsboys are from America now, so yeah, we totally beat them.
Okay, another very, very serious question here. Do you think of yourselves as a boy band, and have you counted how many clenched fists you can fit into one music video?
Wait, what? I don't know what that even means.
Well, we're not a girl band.
Oh, I see.
I'm a boy.
Yeah, I'll be honest. We are like a bad Jonas Brothers.
Which is actually...
And we were there way before them. They totally ripped us off.
I don't know.
We don't want to be, we just can't help it. We'll prove you wrong tonight.
Disciple.
Okay, on your latest album, you modernised an old hymn. What was the reason behind this?
There were so many reasons behind that beautiful song. The song "'Tis So Sweet." You know, last year was a kind of a crazy year. I guess, well, last December, so technically 2 years ago. But there was a lot that went down in my family life. I lost a member of my family. And, you know, just a whole bunch of emotions were going through in my life that year. And I remember there's a song my grandmother used to sing to me called "'Tis So Sweet." And, you know, I did some research on that song. I did the old Google thing, and I read behind the scenes of that song. And the writer of that song, who was a girl actually, she lost her husband and her entire family. And hymns are very powerful. If you ever get the chance, you should do some research on some of those old hymns. Some of the inspiration behind those songs are very, very life-changing. But in this hymn, she had lost everything. Yet in the verses, the first line, "'Tis so sweet to trust in Jesus." You know, no matter what she went through, it reminds me a lot of Job back in the Bible. He lost everything too. And it would have been, for me as a person, if I was to lose my family just like that, I'm just, in all honesty, I think I would just give up. And she didn't give up. She basically wrote this song, and it was really inspiring. And it really motivated me to be like, wow, it really summed up my year for me, you know? It's like, okay, when your world is falling apart, there's still Jesus. He doesn't give up. He doesn't turn his back. And it really improved my faith and my trust in him. And so that just, when we came to the studio, I just had this, well, there's two things I want to do. I've always wanted to record bagpipes on a record. Check. And I don't know. It just was really cool that we got to do that song. And
I think it comes across. Like, I think you can tell the difference between like just like a fun song and like a song. I feel like just, I don't know, maybe it's the way you sang it, maybe it's bagpipes, I don't know. Maybe it's John's guitar part, that was pretty sweet.
Probably Jen.
But that is in my top 5 songs that we've done of all time. Along with
Let's hear your top 5, Dan.
Long and Lonely Road, "'Tis So Sweet," Bring Them Out. Bring Him Out?
I hate that one. No offense.
I don't know my other 2 yet, but what do you guys got?
Well, that's a top 3. That's 3.
I don't have any others I like. High of 75.
That's stellar card. Sorry, Matt.
I don't know what to say.
I don't either.
Now, we've got to wrap it up here, guys. Hey, if people want to find out more about you guys, the website, hawknelson.com.
Or just go talk to us right over there.
Yeah, you'll be over here after the interview. You guys are on Twitter, on Facebook, MySpace. YouTube. You can find all your clips on there. Of course, you'll be on main stage at Easterfest. You'll be.
Next year, we will be on main
That's
stage
right.
at Easterfest.
Yeah.
This year, we're at the big top stage.
The big top. You're on the big top. And of course, if you want to watch this interview, you can go to YouTube and search for it. Tune in to the Vision Radio Network or on Historymakers Radio. You'll be able to hear it there. Guys, thank you so much for joining us. Let's give it up for Hot Nelson.